Airtel Africa, London listed. Your pick this today.
Yeah, so they've recently turned a profit. They've started readjusting themselves, making money. The fintech surge has really helped them go forward. They're in 14 African countries, so they're well diversified. And I think there's a strong future for them as a telco in terms of growth and in terms of return. The competitive landscape is not as hectic as it was before, but with a market cap of around 10 billion pounds, I think the stock is sizable enough and liquid enough to meet its growth expectations of a PE of more than 25.
Yeah, I didn't notice it was a 10 billion sterling company. Deryck, your pick is Harmony. One of the questions was gold's on the move again. Preferred stock, a gold miner. Gold's what, 4,080, there's about. Moving again, and Harmony's the one you like.
Yeah, look, I mean, last week we saw a bit of risk off generally in markets. And, as we kick off this week, we're starting to see some risk on, and we're starting to see these commodity prices move up. I know we've had a big run in gold and some of the other underlying commodities, but I'm always mindful of never trying to call a top in anything. So, gold kind of topping out recently around 4.4. I think a 10 to 12% pullback was actually quite a healthy pullback in terms of what we've seen in this gold trend. So, provided there's continued risk on, I think that there could be a bit more in the gold price. And, recently we did see Harmony peak out around 380 down to about 280 and starting to move in the right direction. Now, I think it should start to resume that run back up to 380. And I quite like the copper acquisition that they've recently announced. I think that gives it some kind of an underpin. And I think it also gives it an ability to diversify their single commodity exposure into other commodities with the profits that they're generating now. So hopefully we see some good, strong operating updates and some positive fundamental news as we sort of track into the end of the year and early into next year. And let's keep an eye on the gold price. So I think it should hopefully retest its recent tops.
Yeah. That's all for Stockwatch today. Thanks to our guests, Deryck Janse Van Rensburg, Anchor Securities, Thamsanqa Netha from Shiloh Capital. Don't forget, tune in tomorrow at 5 p.m. We'll be bringing you the JSE's Stock Pick event, where you'll get inside analysis on some of the stocks that are catching the eyes of the investor community. That's right, here on Business Day TV. Up next, The Close.
Stockwatch is brought to you by Merchant West. Where others stop, we push further. Because we believe business as usual doesn't lead anywhere new. Go beyond with Merchant West. Finance, invest, insure.